Okay, I'm going to demonstrate how to disassemble the M2 fusion engine conversion. We're going to start by actually taking off the top cover. It just seems to be easier to work with this gun without the top cover on it. So I'm going to bend this pin so the pin can actually get removed. It's just kind of a tight spot to work with. I'm going to remove this pin. There we go. Once the pin is out, then the larger bolt here can be pulled out. And the top cover comes off. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we're going to go ahead and take the battery out. I'll just disconnect the battery that was here for demonstration before. So battery is removed. You want to then disconnect the switch line, and these two connectors have the word trigger written on them. You can disconnect that. So this goes to the trigger that's on the back, and this goes to the little mini circuit board that's inside. And then we're going to disconnect the box mag, these two connectors that go up here toward the front. So the first thing we're going to do is remove the box mag, and you take out the box mag by taking out the locking screw here at the top, 5mm screw, 3mm hex wrench, and then you just lift up the box mag slightly so it comes unhooked, and then the spring will still be attached at the bottom. You want to grab the spring by the neck right here and then just slowly pull it back out, and it'll just pull out, and that detaches the box mag. We'll set this aside. Okay, the next part we want to do is we're going to actually take out the fusion engine, take out the hop-up block, and then actually take out the barrel. So the first thing we're going to do actually is take out the bottom plate. And the bottom plate is held by 4 screws, 2 screws on each side. Again, these are 5mm screws, 3mm hex wrench. Take these screws out. And then we'll turn it around to the other side of the gun. Take these screws out. Alright, once those 2 screws are out, we just need to lift this bottom plate out. Helps just to have a little screwdriver here. Actually, let's see if we can get it in between here. I'll use a little smaller one. There, once that's, you can slide that back, you can just pull this thing right out. Just a plastic piece which covers the bottom. Okay, next we're going to take out the fusion engine. So the first thing you want to do is actually detach the airline. And you pull this collar back here at the top, and this airline will slide right out. Then you want to take this front end locking screw out, and that uses a 3/32 Allen key. It's a standard screw, not a metric screw. And we'll take that out. It's a 832 threaded screw. Okay, airline's out, front screw's out. Then you want to take the 2 side bolts out. There's one on each side, which holds the back of the fusion engine in place. You take these out. These are slightly shorter screws than the other ones. And we'll turn it on its side. Here, and we can take this screw out. Okay. And then at this point, the engine actually lifts out. You just slide it backwards, and then it comes straight out the top. And there it is. All removed. You can do whatever maintenance you need to do on here. This back piece comes off. Another 5mm screw, just detach this. This whole piece comes right off, and you can do whatever servicing you need to do on the fusion engine. Okay, set that aside. Next we want to take out the hop-up block. The hop-up block is held in place by 4 screws, and we're going to take those 2 out here. There's 2 on each side. Turn it over on its side here and take out another 2 screws. Okay, once those screws are taken out, then you need to disassemble the hop-up block because it's a sandwich. It actually doesn't come in one piece. So you have these 4 screws here at the top. That's the right one. 4 screws, 2.5mm hex key. These are 3mm screws. The front two are really long. There are nuts, captured nuts, that hold these in place in the bottom hop-up block. We'll take out all 4 of these. Loosen this other one. Back, once that came out, the bottom block popped out. There are 4 nuts held down here, and there are 2 nuts held in place on the bottom, and the same is true on the top. This is the BB feed tube, which comes out right up here. So this comes right out the bottom. This piece comes right out the top. Again, there's 2 nuts held in the back, in the front there, which together this makes the hop-up unit, hop-up support unit. Once that's taken out, the front barrel can now be removed. Because this barrel is so long, there's no way to get it out the back of the gun. It has to be removed going out the front of the gun. So you start by unscrewing the barrel. This part stays in place. This part gets unscrewed. So once it's unscrewed, be very careful in extracting this so you don't damage the hop-up. And once this is out, then you can take the barrel out the back here and actually do work on it. Now note, I also have an extension on the barrel to keep this from running into any parts on this very long barrel that's here. So this extension goes nearly to the end of the barrel. Just taped in place. It's only there just to protect the BBs from running into any part of the inner barrel. And this barrel itself can be taken apart into 3 pieces for transport. It unscrews right here, and it actually unscrews here in the middle of the barrel. So this thing can be completely taken apart. This piece can actually be removed, but I have a set screw added that locks this in place so it doesn't get stuck inside the gun when you're extracting it from the main part of the gun. Okay, I think now all the parts are out. All that's left to do is put it all back together again.